That's Money Brown, man. Respect Junior. My boy Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV. And keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on out there, fight world? It's your boy Manny back with another one, man. And this one here is on the legend, the 8th Division World Champion himself, Manny Pacquiao, and the 3 Division World Champion, and the current WBO Welterweight World Champion, Terrance T-Bud Crawford. Now, we all know, man, this is the saga that's been going on for so long. Manny Pacquiao, in my opinion, has finally picked Terrance Bud Crawford as an opponent and will be taking Terrance Bud Crawford on, in the pay-per-view bout, in the upcoming months. Bob Arum has, let the cat out the bag saying Bud will be fighting on pay-per-view. And to me, it can only be Manny Pacquiao. It can only be Manny Pacquiao. I'm going to tell y'all why. Sean Porter will not keep his mouth closed. Keith Thurman ain't fighting. And it ain't nobody else that can go on pay-per-view with Bud but Pacquiao and Porter or Thurman. And we know it's neither one of those two, so it's got to be Pacquiao. But, this saga been going on for years now. And, that's why I put the title, I waited long enough. Terrance Bud Crawford has been trying to get the Manny Pacquiao fight for, I guess, since 2015. 6 years in the making now, right? Nonetheless, his time is here with Pac-Man Pacquiao, and Bud has to show up and show out. Bud has to show up and show out. The biggest fight of his career against, like I said, the 8th Division World Champion. Terrance Bud Crawford been feeling like he's been ready for this fight. Way back when he first hit 140. His first fight with Thomas Delorme, Diary Jean. Matt Kellum used to ask him all the time, who do you want to fight? Manny Pacquiao when they was fighting on HBO. And Terrance Bud Crawford never got that fight because Bob Arum never made it happen. Bob Arum never made it happen. We all know that, Manny and Floyd was the biggest fight. So that's the fight Bob was banking on. And I don't think he wanted Terrance Bud Crawford to destroy those plans, because Terrance Bud Crawford was so damn good back then and was on fire. Not saying he's not the same Bud, but back then he was just on fire. And Bob knew it was a big chance of Manny getting hurt, because he came out and said, well, I didn't put Manny in a ring with him because I didn't want to get hurt. Manny's my friend looking ass. But he'll put Manny in the ring with Floyd to make that money. You feel me? Bob didn't care about Manny health. He cared about the bigger dollar sign. And Floyd Mayweather was the bigger dollar signs for Manny Pacquiao, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. You feel me? He thought Floyd was coming back now to go get that second fight, but it never happened. So, Manny Pacquiao left Bob Arum and came over to PBC. And Terrance Bud Crawford was over there stuck to face whomever he can face. But now, like I say now, Terrance Bud Crawford has his opportunity. You feel me? He has his opportunity. That's the fight that he's been wanting. That's the man he's been chasing for so long. Now he got it. You know what I mean? Now he got it. So, let's see how this fight play out. Let's see if Bud go in there and dominate like he been dominating the fighters at 147 pounds. He knocked out everybody at 147 pounds. Could he knock out Manny Pacquiao at 147? You feel me? Is Manny Pacquiao getting there at the wrong time with Terrance Bud Crawford? So, Bud should have been trying to push for this. Well, he was trying to push for this fight when Manny was the WBA super champion after he beat Keith Thurman. But we know Manny wouldn't set out for 2 years, and when he came back, he was dealing with McGregor and trying to fight little Ryan Garcia, things of that nature. Trying to make a big dollar for less punishment. Let's just say that. He didn't want to take too much punishment, on his body leaving out the door. Nobody thought that he was going to fight Errol Spence, nor he was going to fight Terrance Bud Crawford. So now, like I said, Manny Pacquiao picked Terrance Bud Crawford to be his opponent next. It's going to be one hell of a fight. It's going to be one hell of a fight. And Terrance Bud Crawford deserved the fight. He deserves the fight. And I'm on record saying this. I think he deserved the fight over Errol Spence. I was on record saying that when he was the WBA super champion, because of the history at Top Rank. Because this the fight Bob Arum was supposed to give Terrance Crawford to make Terrance Crawford that superstar. You feel what I'm saying? He supposed to been gave this man this fight. Bud supposed to been in that ring with Manny Pacquiao. Bud supposed to be on a bigger plateau than he is right now, dealing with Top Rank. But Bob Arum held this career back. Bob Arum held his career back. You understand me? And now he's trying to revive it and put it back on the level where it's supposed to be at this stage where Pacquiao done lost the title. And don't get me wrong, Pacquiao is still Pacquiao. He's still the 8th Division World Champion. He's still got the big fan base, the big following, things that let you go get a nice paycheck. And if you defeat him, you go get all the credit in the world. It's just how you defeat him. How do you defeat Manny Pacquiao? Do you defeat him better than Floyd Mayweather? Do you knock him out like Marquez? Like I say, Marquez knocked him out. Nobody beat him worse than Marquez. Marquez knocked him out cold to where we thought he wasn't going to fight no more. You know what I'm saying? Let's Get Cracking was on the back of his motherfucking pants, and he got his ass cracked. So could Bud go in there and put Manny Pacquiao to sleep? Could he put him to sleep, or could he just outwork him, or outclass him, make him look like nothing? You got to do something special in that ring to Manny Pacquiao to get that level of the let's just say the recognition, that level of recognition that's high where we can say, damn boy, you seen what Bud did to Pacquiao? Even though it's an old Pacquiao, you seen what Bud did to Pacquiao? You know what I'm saying? You got to do something special, man. The man been knocked out. He been outboxed by Floyd. What can you do to him that somebody haven't done to him already? What can you do to him that somebody haven't done to him already? You got to outskill him for at least 12 rounds, at least 10. You feel me? You got to outskill him. I'm talking about you got to go out there and look so spectacular. I repeat, so spectacular. And then motherfuckers look at you and be like, okay, bud, we see you. We see you, But nonetheless, it's going to be one hell of a fight, man. Manny still got, some speed. He still got some pop. We saw that boy put Keith Thurman down on the canvas. He's still hungry in the game. But like I said, that was 2 years ago with Keith Thurman. What Manny is this now showing up 2 years later? What Manny is this now showing up for 2 years later? Is this the Manny that's just looking for a bag and want to head on out the door? Or is this the Manny that said, I got a little more to go. I want to beat this kid. If I beat him, I'm on top of the world again. He's arguably the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter. He's the undefeated welterweight champion, 3 divisions, undisputed, right? I can add that on to my legacy. So is Manny coming out here to whoop this boy ass? Or is he coming out here to get a paycheck and just put up a hell of an effort? You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to look for. But me, knowing Manny Pacquiao, the way I think I know Manny Pacquiao, Manny coming for the win, bro. Manny coming for the win. Manny ain't coming to lay down. He ain't coming to be embarrassed. He ain't coming to look like he's just in a ring, and he shouldn't be. He go work his ass off as he always do, and he go try to get in her and knock Terrance Crawford the fuck out. Right? But I feel like Bud is going to be ready. He going to be on this shit. It's his time because Bud is in his prime. I feel like Manny is in this man era, right? Manny is in Bud and Earl era at their prime to where we can say, okay, they the big dogs. They the big dogs. They in their 30s. They ain't no young pups. Manny in his 40s. So it's to me, it adds up. It adds up. When you have legendary champions that stick around for so long and they go up against the next big thing, the next big thing's supposed to beat their ass and send their ass on their way. You feel me? Send their ass on their way. And that's just real shit. Larry Holmes did it to Ali. You know what I mean? Terry Norris did it to Sugar Ray Leonard. You feel me? Things of that nature, bro. You supposed to whoop their ass and send them on their way. Send them packing. Tyson did it to Larry Holmes. Like, you got to just look at the history. You feel me? So let's see if Terrance Crawford can be that guy to retire Manny Pacquiao and send him to retirement. Send him back to the Philippines, to politics and have him run for the presidency. Shout out to the Philippines. Much love to the Philippines. You know what I mean? So if Bud can be the one to send Manny Pacquiao to retirement and become the president, and Pacquiao can ride off to the sunset and say, I faced one hell of a champion. I went out on my shield. He was a bad boy. You know what I'm saying? And no one can be pissed off at that. Win, lose, or draw with Manny Pacquiao is signed, sealed, and delivered in the Hall of Fame. He's stamped. 8th Division World Champion, walking legend. Can't touch that. Can't touch that. Holds records in pay-per-view sales along with Floyd Money Mayweather. You can't touch that. That's signed, sealed, and delivered. Go be remembered forever. You feel me? Go be remembered forever, bro. So, Bud just got to go out here and do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't beat Keith Thurman. Don't overlook Manny Pacquiao. Understand what Manny Pacquiao is. He's not no joke. He's not for to come and play with you. He putting in that hard work, right? He probably been putting in that hard work. I know you've been grinding, Bud, because you stay in the gym. Kudos to you on that. That's one thing we got to respect about Bud. He don't take days off. He stay in shape. He go out there. He take his craft serious. And when he get into that ring, he want to hurt your ass. He want to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And I think Bud ain't going to take this man no less than 100% Manny Pacquiao, come in that ring ready, knowing what's on the line, knowing what's on the line. You still have Undisputed on the line, coming off a Manny Pacquiao fight, another big-ass fight with Earl the True Spence Jr., the fight that everybody want to see you in, Earl the True Spence Jr. for Undisputed, bigger money, you feel me? Because if you're getting 10 against Pac, think how much you'll get against Earl with that 40%. That's a whole lot of money, my brother. That's a whole lot of money. But nonetheless, you know, he got to get past Manny Pacquiao first. Because like I said, you can't overlook Pacquiao. Pacquiao is dangerous. He know the game. He's experienced. You feel me? And, you know, he faced Southpaw. He's a Southpaw himself. He's a Southpaw himself. So how does Bud do with another Southpaw going back at him that's coming to win, that's fast, that's gap pop, and that ain't laying down? And that ain't laying down. You know what I'm saying? And somebody that's been in that ring, know the ins and outs. The ins and outs. So that's what it's going to come down to with Bud, man. Bud got to get in here, take it to Manny Pacquiao, take his heart away. Take his heart away. You know what I'm saying? Get him out of there and send him back to the Philippines packing. Send him back to the Philippines packing. Because if you let Manny Pacquiao take you out, Bud, take you out and take that WO scrap off you and become another world champion, bro, it's going to look bad for you, my G. It's going to look bad for you. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, y'all, this is one hell of a fight. I'm looking forward to this fight. Bob Arum supposed to be letting the cat out the bag. They're supposed to be announcing this fight this week. You understand what I'm saying? And this is who I feel like it is, Manny Pacquiao. Well, they're announcing his big fight this week. But I can't see nobody other than Pacquiao. I can't see nobody other than Manny Pacquiao, the Terrance Boy Crawford, on pay-per-view, bro. Because Bob Arum already said he's not doing pay-per-view with Porter. He's not doing pay-per-view with Thurman. There's only one man he's doing pay-per-view with, and that's Manny Pacquiao, because they already had the fight set up before, and it fell through because of Corona, and they came back. Mikey and Pac fell out. Bud was right there. They made it happen. This is the fight. It's going down. Pay for the fight, and we gonna enjoy it. You feel me? Who y'all boys got? Manny Pacquiao or Terrance Boy Crawford? I'm riding with Terrance Boy Crawford. Unanimous decision over Manny Pacquiao, and we'll see what happens. Until then, this your boy Manny. This the NSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to donate OG money on Cash App. TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If you can't, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the video. Y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status. Big fight on the way.